Hey everyone, it's Shelby here. Welcome back to A Little Literary Love. I'm glad you're with me today because today's video is going to be my TBR for the month of April, all the books that I'm hoping to read to continue to knock off things for all of the different readathons, reading challenges that I have joined this year. But before we get into all of those books, please make sure if you like this video that you are hitting that thumbs up button. And if you enjoy my content, you like watching what I am putting out for you all, that you are hitting that subscribe button. I'm trying really hard to get to 1,000 subscribers this year, and I really think I can do it, but only with the help of you all. So I very much appreciate all of you being here with me in this journey that I have been on with being a YouTuber. So we're going to get right into it. I have 7 books here. I thought about adding some more. I do have a friend that we've been trying to do buddy reads, or we were planning on trying to do a buddy read, but I don't know if we have for sure picked out what we are wanting to read for April. So I decided to leave that one off since I don't really know yet. But anyway, so first book I have on this TBR is This Ravenous Fate by Haley Dennings. So this one meets a few different criteria. This will meet a YA book for the Sapphic Reading Challenge. It also meets for the Diverse Baseline Challenge for, again, a YA book. This is a YA paranormal story. I'm not for sure if this is a romance or not. It says this is a duology. I know it is sapphics, which lends me to believe that there's potentially a romance brewing in this one. And it takes place in the past in Jazz Age Harlem, so 1920s Harlem, which sounds super exciting. And this is basically like a vampire and vampire hunter story, except vampires are known as reapers. And so these two characters, they are working together to try to solve some murders that have been happening. I've heard really great things about this. I just haven't picked it up in the past because I am not a big YA person anymore. But since this is YA books are on a couple different challenges that I'm doing this year, I thought maybe I could try this out and see how it goes. Then I have Hidden Truths by Neva Altaj. This is the 3rd book of the Perfectly Imperfect series. I read the first 2 books of this series last year, and I really enjoyed those books. It's just I'm notorious for not continuing series. So this will help out with, number one, just to kind of try to push myself to finish series that I have not previously finished. But then I'm hoping this will also work for one of the challenges for the Romanceopoly book challenge, which is to read a book with a bookish main character. This came up on one of the lists that I was looking at, so I'm hoping it works for that. Anyway, this is a mafia romance, and he is a killer for the Bratva. It sounds like this is also captive. Most of the books in this series feature a disability or like mental health issues of some kind, so I'm curious to see how that comes up in this book. Then I have Not All Himbos Wear Capes by C. Rochelle. This one I'm hoping will work for the Romanceopoly challenge of, or prompt, excuse me, a villain gets a happy ending. This author is also at both of the book conventions that I'm planning on going to later this year, Villains and Vixens and Book Harvest. So I'm trying to read some books for those book conventions so I can figure out what I am planning on buying and authors that I want to stop at. So this one is a killing romance, so male-male romance, and it is between a superhero and a supervillain. So that sounds really cool. Then I have Mixing Up Mayhem by Heather Nix. This one I am hoping will fit the prompt in the Romanceopoly book challenge for a book involves food or a foodie romance. And then this author is also going to be at Book Harvest, which is, like I said, a convention that I'm going to later this year. So this one is about a pastry chef, and things are going really, really well for her. And I think she's about to propose to her girlfriend, but then they unexpectedly break up, and then she ends up meeting and running into the Princess of Hell, and I think they have a romance together. So I've heard really great things about this one. I have featured this book on prior TBRs. I think a TBR or two from last year. So it's time to get to this one. I'm just now realizing how many LGBTQ books that I have on this list, so I'm pretty excited about that. Then I have Prodigal Son by Sarah Kate. This one I'm hoping will end up meeting the Romanceopoly book challenge for a musician or rock star romance. I did sign up for an arc of this one. I have not heard yet if I will get the arc, but I'm dying for this book to come out. I'm so excited for this one. This one is the last book of the Good Brothers series, which I have so enjoyed reading. I've loved every book from this series. So this one is the last one. This is the youngest Good Brother. And this one is a male-male romance. It is between our good brother, who is a country star, and he has a fling with a fan who ends up being the pastor of his father's and family's church. I'm so excited for this one. I cannot wait. This has everything that I love in a romance, especially a good forbidden love romance. I am picking this one up as soon as possible. If I get the arc of it, I'm dropping everything. Even if I don't get the arc of this one, as soon as this book drops, I may end up even staying up till midnight for when it releases to read it. I am so excited for this one. Then I have Please Sir by Daisy Jane. So this one does not fit any of the prompts, but it was a book that I really wanted to read. I did sign up for an arc of this one, but it has been past the time that the arcs have been distributed. So I did not get the arc, which makes me really sad, but I still plan on reading this one anyway because I was so excited for this one. It's another forbidden romance between a cowboy, and I believe he's also a single dad, because then he ends up starting a relationship with his daughter's cheer coach. There's also a lot of BDSM in this one, and I'm so excited. I've been watching all of the little snippets that Daisy Jane has put out on her Instagram, and everything that she puts out just makes me want to read this book more and more. I'm so excited for this one. And then the last book that I have on this TBR is going to be Living Legend by Ali Shante. So this one I am hoping will meet at least one of the prompts for the Diverse Baseline Challenge. There's several that I could use for this one, including new adult and fantasy. This is a romance. I think I could be wrong, but I think this author is biracial, so that potentially is a prompt I could use. Again, I'm not 100% sure on that last one, but the other ones I could use. This is also an author that will be at both Book Harvest and Villains Vixens, so great to check that off my list. All I know about this one is that is an angel and demon romance, and they're tasked to work together. Don't know why they're supposed to be working together, but the blurb just said that they are working together. I also wanted to read this one because I did recently get a special edition of this book from Satisfiction book box, and this is like honestly one of the most gorgeous covers. It is so pretty. So since I recently just got this, I figured I've had this book on my list to read for a while. So I figured now is as good of time as any to read this book, since I did just get a special edition of it. You know, just to make sure that I actually like the book that I bought. So anyway, that is going to be it for this TBR of the books that I am hoping that I get to. I probably will be reading other books besides this, because like I said, I have a buddy read that I'm going to be doing. We just haven't picked our book yet. So let me know in a comment down below what some of the books are that you are wanting to read in April. I love hearing from you all, but otherwise, that is going to be it for this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.